Presence is the path to figuring out shit and knowing what to then do. If you have fear or worry, like any other human in your life, it is most likely because you do not have presence. What happens when we don't have presence and when we are not present in our own lives? We just distract ourselves. We postpone. We find an easier way to cope with life instead of being present with that one thing we want to fix. So, let's take my own example right now. Tomorrow morning, I'm going into a new school where I'm going to be substitute teaching, and I've never met these kids. I've never met the teachers. I've only been to this school once. Now that invokes some fear in me because it is the unknown. I literally don't know what I'm going to meet. This evening of mine is going to be very challenging if I don't stay present with that feeling and acknowledge it. Now, instead of staying present, I could be watching some shows, focusing on making this video or cooking dinner, prepping, like cleaning the house, doing all sorts of stuff. And it's okay to do all of that. But if I haven't been present with the fear or just the unease of the situation, then all of the things that I do this entire day, they will hurt. It is going to be a way worse experience today if I haven't been with that feeling first and acknowledged it. Then it's just going to be this layer of dread that I can feel all the time. And what do I mean by being present with it? I mean to feel that feeling and to allow it to be here, to allow the fear and just feel that feeling. So, yeah, tomorrow might be the worst day of my life. If tomorrow is the worst day of my life, what would that mean? It might mean that I screw up so badly substitute teaching that some of the pupils go to the other teachers and just tell me how bad I am, and the teachers believe it and they fire me because I didn't do my job. And that would mean that I could have this feeling of not being enough, not being worthy of being a teacher. And that would feel very sad. You see, I just caught the illusion, and now I can reframe. I can change the story. And the story that I want to portray or live is that I am going to do my very best to make sure that the pupils have a good day in school. And I can only do so much. I'm just one man trying to do his job. And that actually, now it all feels lighter, better. And that's it. That is the process of all problems. It's just allowing to go into the problem instead of looking away and trying to push away that feeling, that awful feeling. But in reality, it is just something, ego, trying to protect you, protect what's left. And in this digital age, it's very easy to not feel your feelings because you can just put on a show. You can start watching some graphic content and pleasure yourself. And You can create some other conflict in your relationship. You can, it's amazing how many options you have to sabotage just feeling the feeling of fear or worry or not being good enough. But when you actually do it, it's the most easy thing in the world. Just to feel it, ask questions, go into it, and then find out what's going on. Presence is the path. And by that, I mean being present with what is in your body, what is coming up, or what, if you have this extreme tiredness or worry, it's always because of something. And for me, it always turns physical, or it used to. It doesn't do. It doesn't do that as much. Like, I would have something coming up, and it would make me extremely tired. But then I found out that I have this habit of running away from my feelings, and I can very easily, be clever about it. I can think my way into why I could feel better, but it's not enough just to know what is happening. I actually have to, and you also have to, be present with the feeling or the emotion. It has to be felt. It has to be expressed. And that could also be anger. I have repressed a lot of anger in my life because I believed it to be a bad thing. But now learning to express my anger has opened up this world of grief and also happiness, like emotions waiting to be expressed or be felt. But there was anger on top of them, and I have to allow that anger to be. If you've been feeling like shit for a long time, then maybe it's time to go into that feeling, that bad feeling. And if you feel it in your chest, just be curious about it and see, why do I have this pressure in my chest? Or what is it actually? And thoughts won't help you here, like intellect. It's just need to feel it. Allow it. And don't say a thing. Other than maybe asking some questions like, why are you here? What's going on? And usually answers will start to pop up. And by allowing these emotions and being present with yourself and whatever is going on, allowing the bad things, that's going to open up everything. Because expressing feelings, feeling them, that's all we do, right, in life. And if we suppress some of them, then they are not going away. They will just stay there until whatever day they will be allowed to be expressed. And that may take many years, but it could also take just a moment. Just a moment where you turn off the TV, turn off the music. You don't worry about tomorrow or yesterday. It's just right here in this very moment. If you feel pressure somewhere or you feel bad, just sit with that feeling. And if you're very new to this, don't be too harsh on yourself. So presence is very easy on paper, in theory, but not so easy in reality. At least not until you learn it and you embrace it. So yeah, I think that's it. Presence is the path. Presence is the key. Be present with whatever is. And I am going to be present with something else.